why you should make the super wealthy your target customers as an artist. This video is targeted towards the creative among us, visual artists, craftsmen, designers of any sort. Your major target should be actually the super rich, not middle class, not the poor. And someone will be saying, doesn't the poor deserve good thing? I'm going to be showing you something from this video. You're going to be learning something very profound. The first thing you have to notice about human nature is that human needs are insatiable. But even though human needs are insatiable, human has something they call preferential scale, like scale of preference, where when you bring out your needs, there are things you cannot, maybe you may have limited resources, and then to get all your needs may not be possible. So you have to streamline and target the ones that are very necessary. The poor people who are poor may admire your artwork. People who are poor may wish to have your artwork, but in the scale of preference of what it takes to acquire artwork, they may not be able to get it, because artwork is not a survivalist commodity. What do I mean by survivalist commodity? There are things that human being cannot do without. For instance, the poor may be struggling to eat. People who are poor, who have limited resources, may be struggling to have food on their table, and you are busy showing them artwork. They may admire it, they may wish to have it, but because their means of earning cannot get to that level of commodity, because artwork is not, like I said, it's not a survivalist demand. It's not like a pressing demand. That is why I say that you should make the super wealthy your target audience as an artist, because they have much more to spare. They have much more to like accommodate aesthetics. It's only someone who has eaten very well, who doesn't have accommodation issue, who is not thinking of how who is not sick or his health condition, who is still struggling with his health condition, that will want to like have an artwork, that will admire an artwork and still dip his or her hand in their pocket to get funds in order to support or to support aesthetic in any way. That is why in our society today, you discover that the ghetto, where majority of people who are survivalists, people who are trying to survive and make ends meet, they live in ghettos. Why do they live in ghetto, and why is ghetto so like messed up? Because their thinking is not aesthetic. They are not thinking of beauty yet. They are thinking of where they will lay their head and survive. But you come to, let's say, wealthy people's home, you see that things are in place. You see beautiful furniture. You see things that are looking very nice. That is because they have risen to the point of like purchasing beauty and aesthetics, and they value it. And again, wealth is of the mind. Wealth is of the mind, because a mind that is still, because all of us humans, we are in different cadres of understanding. Some people perspective of beauty or value of aesthetic may not be so dense. In other words, there are some human beings whose sense of aesthetic is more pronounced, is more like more needed. That is the best word I can use. More needed than others. Some people may not actually need to stay in a very fine or neat apartment, even though they are wealthy. But you see them, they are not staying in a very neat apartment. They don't have much value for beauty and aesthetic. So all those things are things that you have to factor in. But my bone of contention of making this video is, as an artist who will make it, who will thrive, your major priority should be how to place yourself in front of super wealthy people, because they are the ones that can go extra mile to like value and want aesthetics. Because poor people, they know that they don't want aesthetics, but the means of their means of income, or their means of getting aesthetic is very limited because of their means of income. So that is the essence of making this video. As an artist, funnel yourself, find a way. You may start anyhow, you may start from wherever you are, but find a way to get yourself in front of the super wealthy. They are the ones that will make you a renowned person. I bet you if you have like 6 to 7 super wealthy that are like that value 6 to 7 to 10 super wealthy that values whatever you are doing, you are made for life, because they will keep on calling you up because they like your style of designs. They like your style of furnishing. They like your style of rendition, the way you do things, the way you design things, the way you carve things and get around your design style. If you can get like 10 clients who are persistent, who can always be with you, that are super wealthy, you are done for life as an artist.